All right. If you were and I'm missing you, then please make sure you watch the videos or look at the notes key to figure out what you missed. Okay, the turning points of a polynomial function. This is the points at which a polynomial switches direction, so turns around. So we'll say, come on, there you go. Switches direction. There we go. That was lovely. Okay. If you've got a point that's higher than the other nearby points, it's called a relative maximum. Relative maximum because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the entire maximum of the function. Come on. If you have a turning point that's lower than any nearby point, it's called a relative minimum. And then if you have the actual max or min of the function, they are called extrema. Okay? And this decides where the function is increasing or decreasing. So you're looking to see, like, obviously if it was going up and then it turns and then it starts to go down, then it would be decreasing. I just did that backwards from you, but you see what I mean. Okay. A polynomial n can have at most, or degree n has at most n minus 1 turning point. So if you look at this little example, if you have the function x to the fourth minus 4x to the third plus x squared, the highest exponent is a 4, so it means it's a degree 4, but that means that it would only turn around at most 3 times because it's going to be n minus 1. Okay, so 4 minus 1 at max. Now we're going to move on to sketching a reasonable graph. So you can flip it. We already kind of did all the prep work for this last week, so now we're just going to apply it. Okay. Number 17, what is the LC? The leading coefficient is 3, yeah. Okay, and then the degree is, remember you have to add up these little exponents because it's in factored form. It's not in standard form. So 1, 2, 3. I add them up. 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives me a degree of 3. Okay, so this gives you 2 pieces of information. The degree is 3, so that tells me it's odd. The leading coefficient is 3, so it's positive. So I'll write pause. So if it's odd and it's positive, do with your hands, what would it do? Your right hand needs to go up, okay? I'm trying to do this. Sorry, I'll go this way. Right hand up, and then disco dances. So you've got down, up. You can look at the poster, it's fine, it's be over there. That's the most important part, is you need to figure out the end behavior. It's faster to do it without decimals. Actually, trust me. Now let's do this part here, end behavior, because we know if it's x goes to positive infinity, this might help you. If you look at the number line on the wall, if you're confused by when I have like x arrow, look on the right side of the number line, it says positive infinity. On the left side, it says negative infinity. So if I say as x goes to positive infinity, I'm saying as it goes to the right, it's going up, right? So where's it going again? Up to where? To positive infinity. As I go to the left, to negative infinity, it is going down. So it's going down to negative infinity. Okay. So that's all the end behavior stuff, and now you'll do the zeros, okay? So taking our factors, you've got the first one is 3x. You do count that one out in front because it has a variable. If I divide by 3, I get 0. 0 divided by 3 is 0. It has a multiplicity of 1. Remember, multiplicity is the exponent on it. And if you remember from last week, if it's got an even exponent or even multiplicity, it will bounce. If it has an odd multiplicity, it will cross. So this one is going to cross at 0. Sorry. So take your next 0, or next factor, and set it equal to 0. X plus 3 equals 0. If I subtract 3, that gets me negative 3, which also has a multiplicity of 1. Since 1 is odd, it's going to cross. Okay, and then the last one, x minus 2 equals 0. I add 2, and my 0 is 2. Also has a multiplicity of 1 because it has an exponent of 1 since it's odd, it will cross. Remember, I'm not asking, is the 0 odd? I'm asking, what's the multiplicity, even or odd? Odd ones will cross. All of these are odd because they're ones, they cross. All right, now we get to the part we're doing a sign chart, which we kind of did a little bit of last week. So obviously we'd start with -3, like, I don't know, here-ish. You have another 0 at 0, and then 2. We want 2 to be not as far, like we don't want 2 to be as far away from 0 as -3 is. I'm not going to mark 0. You can if you want. Okay, and this is a part where you make what we call a sign chart. So if you're on Delta Math for 12B, it does have this. It's down, up. So that means on the farthest left side, it will go down to -infinity. The farthest right, it ends up going up to positive infinity. Notice how I put it on the positive half of the graph, up. And then you use your bouncing crossing situation to help you figure out what the rest of it's going to be, okay? I just have to connect it. It's easy. All 3 of these are cross, right? Yeah, cross, cross, cross. Okay. So it's going to cross over at -3. Where is it going to cross into? Which section of the graph? Positive. Yep. Then it's going to cross again at 0. And it's crossing into negative. And then it's going to cross again at 2. And it crosses into positive, which makes sense with what you had, right? Because you had negative and positive to begin with. And then you just have to connect it. Oh man, that wasn't very good. Maybe I'll do it in purple. Okay. Cross, cross, cross. Arrows, please. Okay? Does that make sense? We'll do this first part together, and then I'll have you find the zeros on your own. The leading coefficient of number 18 is negative what? 1. Okay, so the degree is not the highest exponent. Remember, you have to add these up. So you've got 2, 1, 3. So 2 plus 1 plus 3. 6. It is... Then it's an even. And what else do you know about it? The leading coefficient is negative. So even, negative. I'm going to move this up. Okay, because it's even and negative, it's going to do what? Can you show me with your arms or fingers or hands? What's it do? Even, negative. Down, down. Okay, so draw yourself the arrows. Actually write them down because it will help you with the as x goes to infinity, blah, 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 all that. That's the confusing part. As x goes to infinity, I'm saying as x goes to the right. As x goes to the right, f of x goes down to negative infinity. As x goes to the left, negative infinity, f of x or the y values are going down. So you know it's going to be down, down, so that's why they're both negative infinity. All right, can you please do the zeros? I will maybe help you get started. You're taking this. Have you caught on yet what happens when you have something out in front with an x? If I divide by -1 and then I take the square root, I'm still just going to get 0. Yeah, every time you got an x out in front, it's just going to be 0. So that one does have a multiplicity of 2, and since it's even, an even multiplicity, it will then bounce. Can you try to get the other 2 zeros, I mean. So fill in the rest of the table. Seem good? -3 has a multiplicity of 1, so it'll cross. 5 has a multiplicity of 3, so it'll cross. Because those are both even. Or sorry, both odd. My bad. All right, go ahead and graph those. starting at -3 over here. Something like that. You got 1 at 0. That doesn't always happen, but I've had that twice now. And then 5. Notice 5 is further away from the origin because that would make sense. Okay, and what's the end behavior? Down, down. Okay, so furthest left, down to -infinity. Furthest right, down to -infinity. And now you're making a sign chart is what it's called to figure out the rest because you know when it bounces and crosses. So start with -3. What's the effect at -3? Cross. So you could draw a little cross. It crosses over into positive. What's it do with 0? Ooh, fun. Okay, here's what this means at bounce. That means that it's not going to cross over into the negatives. It's going to literally like do a U. It's going to bounce off of 0 and stay up at positive, or on the positive side of the graph. So you are hitting 0, boop, and you're coming right back up. And then 5 does a cross. Okay, and it should check out with what you have. So if you notice like, shoot, that doesn't match what I have, then you have done something wrong. Okay, then go ahead and connect those with what you know. Cross, bounce. Wow, that was not very pretty. Okay, cross. And it should check out. It's down, down. It has a degree of 6. My bad. Your last one is different because what's different about it? Yeah, you see it's not factored for you. It says even. You're going to have to put it in factored form first. So do you remember what form this is called? Okay, well, let's talk about it. Maybe write this down. This one is in standard form. And because it's in standard form, you're not going to add up the exponents to get the degree. You're going to take the highest one. So that's in standard form, which is why we're going to have to put it in factor form in a second to get the zeros, okay? All right. Okay. Let's see. We're not going to factor it yet. Let's see, because you can get this stuff without it. The leading coefficient. What's the leading coefficient? -2, okay. Please don't tell me that the degree is 9. You do not add these up, 4 plus 3 plus 2. What is the degree?
5.
What's the highest exponent? 4. Okay, you take the highest one. Remember, when it's in standard form, it's just the highest exponent. This is what we did, like, what, Thursday? Okay, and so you know it is even and negative. Because it's even, negative, what's it do again?
It dances. It does the
Look at the poster if you need it. If it's even, negative, it's down, down. Dance is when it's odd. So down, down, which means that as it goes to positive infinity and negative infinity, they're both going to negative infinity. So down, 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 down towards negative infinity. Okay, can you please, now let's figure out how to factor this. Do you remember when you're factoring, what's the very first thing that you check for? GCF. And is there a GCF? Sure is. What is it, though? -2. What else? Okay, so -2. What else do they have in common? X squared. Okay, thank you. X squared, yeah, you can take out 2 of those. You take out the lowest exponent. So -2x squared is your GCF, and now you're going to divide it out. Oh, ouch, I'm sorry. What a terrible sound. Okay, so we divide by -2 here, that's +1, and you took out 2 of the x squared, so there's 2 remaining. What's the next term? -18 divided by -2? +9, and how many x's are left? 1. Okay, and then the last term, -28 divided by -2 is +14. You took out 2 x's. How many are remaining? None, yeah. There are none. So please don't put x. I've seen that a lot today. You are not done, however, because you need to factor the trinomial. So the one that's inside the parentheses. So you're going to play the X game. Oh, two numbers that multiply to 14 and add to 9. I told you it wasn't going to go away. It will be here all year. Okay. What is that? Sidley said it. 7 and 2. Okay, 7 and 2. Because your a value is 1 right here, you're allowed to go right to parentheses and make it x plus 7, x plus 2. So I won't give you crazy difficult ones to factor, I promise. At that point, you should be able to pull your zeros, 1, 2, 3, and find your multiplicity. Okay, you're going to plot those, starting with -7, I guess, all the way over here. -2 will be much closer, and then 1 at 0. And then deal with your end behavior, which we know is down, down, so that means it's going down to -infinity on the farthest left, down -infinity on the farthest right. I don't remember what -7 does. Crosses, okay. Crosses at -7. So that means on the next section it's positive. What's it do, -2? Crosses again. So that, oh, I didn't want to do that. Blue. So in the next section it's negative. And this is where it gets weird, right? So then at 0 it says it's going to bounce, which would make sense because it needs to stay in the negative section. So it's got like a little U there. So you just made it what's called a sign chart. So negative, positive, negative, negative, and now you're gonna connect that. So cross, cross. That's just so difficult. I don't know why it's so hard for me. Bounce? Wow, yikes. Do better than me. I don't know why I'm struggling. Okay. Weird.